Yeah, Todd Monken. I'm liking how you thinking. Todd Monken, new Cleveland Browns head coach, is making major moves already, bringing on new coaches. Y'all saw the meeting with Shedeur Sanders. He said, I wanted you in Baltimore. We about to rock and roll. Not only is Todd Monken bringing on new coaches, Todd Monken is about to make changes all over this offensive line and with this wide receiver room that is a crock of dog. A crock of it. Todd Monken making moves. Jeudy. Your time is limited, my friend. We got to get into this.
Hold up. Before you scroll past this, I need you to hear what just dropped out of Cleveland, because this is one of those moments where the entire NFL is going to sit up and pay attention. Todd Monken, the brand new Browns head coach, just made it crystal clear that he is not here to play around. And the player at the center of this story, Jeudy, his time in Cleveland, it might already be over. Now, I know that sounds crazy. I know some of you are thinking, wait, Jeudy just got there. How is he already on his way out? Stay right here, because what I'm about to break down for you is going to completely change everything you thought you knew about what's happening in Cleveland this offseason.
The catch where you went over 1,000 yards. I can't comprehend how you were possibly this wide open. What went down?
I was running my route, and I seen him kind of like jump something, and didn't see nobody over top, so I was like, what happened? They just left me wide open.
Are those touchdowns as rewarding as the ones you actually got to work for?
Oh, they all rewarding.
How special was it for you to break 1,000 yards in your rookie season?
It was something that I wanted to do.
Well, guys, man, I'm here to tell you, man. We heard some interesting things from Mary Kay Cabot this morning. Mary Kay Cabot was on 92.3 The Fan, and she basically was saying that there is no rumblings in the locker room or outside the locker room that veteran players are saying that they want to see Shedeur Sanders play, and they're all back in Dillon Gabriel. Now, I find that kind of ironic. I find that kind of weird. Also, we've heard Jerry Jeudy.
We're now going to find out what is an objective, successful, offensive-minded coach legitimately think about Shedeur Sanders as an NFL quarterback. What would you say if this August, Todd Monken says, you ain't my starting quarterback?
If it's Dillon Gabriel, we go, okay, now we have a new coach who's not blindly loyal to him. That would tell me something.
Yes.
If it's somebody else if it's Tyrod Taylor, for example, that tells me something. This is more hate coming from you. Hate.
Let's start with the big picture, because you have to understand what Todd Monken walked into. This man shows up in Cleveland, and from day one, he is making moves, bringing on coaches, reshaping the entire organization. And the very first thing he does, he sits down with Shedeur Sanders. Now, if you haven't seen that clip, the man literally says, I wanted you in Baltimore.
It's like a 3% raise up in, okay, maybe we have a chance. I just think this is the easiest potential win, no matter who actually pulls this off. But the easiest potential win here is that Todd Monken and Jim Schwartz get in the same room and decide to work together going forward, because there have been so many people who have been blatantly wrong and being like, we'll find another defensive coordinator. Yes, you have to. It's like, it's kind of how the league works. Yeah. But I for all the people dismissing what Jim has meant to this defense, I do want to peel.
We are about to rock and roll. Did you catch that? He didn't say, let's see how things go. He didn't say, we're taking it slow. He said, we are about to rock and roll. That tells you everything you need to know about the energy Monken is bringing to this building. And it makes perfect sense when you look at what Shedeur did as a rookie, a fifth-round pick who made the Pro Bowl. Think about that for a second. This kid defied every single expectation and proved he belongs in this league at the highest level. He's got the arm. He's got the poise. He's got the leadership. Monken knows exactly what he has. And that's why everything revolves around Shedeur Sanders right now. So if you're building an entire offense around a Pro Bowl rookie quarterback, what is the one thing? The one thing you absolutely cannot afford to get wrong, your weapons. You need playmakers. You need guys who can win. And right now, the Browns do not have that. And that brings us right back to Jerry Jeudy. Now, look, I'm not here to pile on, but the facts are the facts. Cleveland insiders, And these aren't random people on Twitter. These are people plugged directly into what Monken and the front office are thinking. They literally said Jeudy has, quote, failed to prove he can be the team's go-to guy. Failed to prove. Those are strong words. And it's not just about the numbers. It's about fit. Jeudy is a route runner. He's good in the quick game, running shallow crosses, running outs. But that is not what Todd Monken's offense is built around.
I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, that's not an excuse to drop the ball or whatever. Just gotta go out there and make the play. I feel like I was good enough to go out there and play, so I gotta go out there and make the play.
What have the conversations been like with your teammates, and how much do you feel the support right now after that game?
I mean, that's super support. They're just pushing me to be the best that I can be. Yeah, that's super support. Okay, well, we're capable of as a team, so they're just pushing us to be the best that we can be as a team.
Monken wants vertical threats. He wants explosive plays. He wants guys who can stretch the field and make defenses pay. And Jerry Jeudy, he is simply not that guy. So what does Monken do? He starts looking around the league for exactly what he needs. And trust me when I tell you, what he found is going to have the entire NFL talking. His name is Brian Thomas Jr. And if you don't know who this kid is yet, buckle up because you're about to. Brian Thomas Jr. came out of LSU. And I'm talking the same LSU program that produced Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Malik Neighbors. This is a factory for elite receivers. Thomas was a first-round pick by the Jacksonville Jaguars. And in his rookie season, his first year in the NFL, he put up 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns.
And you get a couple wide receivers, or honestly, if maybe all of a sudden Jerry Jeudy sees the light because the offense is going to change a little bit. Maybe he's more comfortable with what he's being asked to do, and you get a number one wide receiver. Or maybe finally we get a Cedric Tillman.
It will be part of it is resurrecting some of these wide receivers that have either been left for dead or had really, really bad seasons last year. And that's where Monken, that's one of his specialties.
1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns as a rookie. That is not a fluke. That is not luck. That is a player who is the legitimate certified problem in this league. He's a deep threat. He creates separation. He makes contested catches. He's exactly, and I mean exactly, what Shedeur Sanders needs next to him. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. Brian Thomas Jr. played with Jaden Daniels at LSU. And if you watched any college football last year, you already know those two had one of the most electric connections in the game. They were cooking defenses every single week. So this receiver already knows what it feels like to line up next to an elite quarterback and make big plays. Now picture that with Shedeur. Shadeur's got one of the best deep balls in this league. He's accurate. He's got the arm strength to put the ball exactly where it needs to be. And Brian Thomas Jr., he can run away from anybody. That is a match made in heaven. But wait, why would Jacksonville even consider trading him? Here's the thing. The Jaguars hired Shane Waldron as their pass game coordinator. And if you follow this league at all, you already know Waldron has a terrible track record with wide receivers. And that's exactly what happened to Thomas. After a dominant start to his rookie year, he started losing confidence, mental miscues, crucial drops. By the end of the season, the Jaguars were barely even using him. They traded for Jalen Myers and made him Trevor Lawrence's favorite target instead. A first-round pick with 1,200 rookie yards getting phased out. Insiders are saying a change of scenery might be exactly what Thomas needs. And Cleveland sees that opportunity clear as day.
Well, it is an interesting combination. Like, so you mentioned Jerry Jeudy being an actual leader, and that would track in many ways. But what is it, like 13 different rookies on this team? Like, it's a very young team in general. Between first and second year players, they just have a ton of them. Like, I was thinking about it like for next year. Like next year, we're probably gonna have like 25 different first and second year players. It's gonna be incredibly young, all things considered. But like those guys tend not to speak out. Those guys tend to just kind of fall in line. But I'll give Stefanski and Barry credit in a team full of people that historically would.
Now, I know some of you are already thinking a first round pick, that's too much. And yeah, maybe on paper, it looks like a lot, but here's the reality. Draft picks are a gamble, every single one of them. You don't know if a rookie is going to pan out at the NFL level, but Brian Thomas Jr., he's already proven it. He's already shown he can dominate in this league. Why would you roll the dice on someone new when you can get a guy who's already done it? And don't even get me started on the George Pickens conversation. Yes, Pickens is talented, but the baggage that man brings in a locker room that's already this young, this fragile, this early in the rebuild. No, absolutely not. Brian Thomas Jr. is younger. He's cheaper, and he doesn't come with the drama. It's not even close. So here's what the Browns offense could actually look like. Shedeur Sanders under center, Brian Thomas Jr. lined up outside, Harrison Bryant Jr. at tight end. Maybe Cedric Tillman finally stays healthy and gives you that slot receiver. That is a legitimate receiving room that is an offense that can compete in the AFC North. And Jerry Jeudy, he's not in that picture. Look, if you've been watching Todd Monken since he got to Cleveland, you already know this man is not here to wait around. He is not here to hope players figure it out. He is here to build a championship offense around Shedeur Sanders right now. And every single move he makes is going to prove that. If you think the Browns need to pull the trigger and trade for Brian Thomas Jr., drop a W in the comments. If you think they should stick with Jeudy, tell me why, because I want to hear it. And if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, do it right now. Hit that bell because we are covering every single move Monken makes this entire offseason. Do not sleep on Cleveland. The future is bright, and it starts now.